Maybe you are sitting cross-legged or sitting on your knees. So finding a nice space on your mat. Nothing for you to kick or knock over in your space, so you don't hurt yourselves. And come to sit in a nice, quiet, seated position. Nice, long, strong back. Nice, soft, open front. Soft, broad collarbones. With the sit bones actually rooting down through the floor, or maybe you're on your knees. Just coming inside, bringing your mind and your focus inside your own body. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. No need to manipulate the breath, just allow it to come in and out naturally. As you maintain a lovely, peaceful, serene posture with a nice, strong, robust seat, keeping you firmly rooted to the earth. But a nice, energetic, upward lift for the spine, for the vertebrae, for the crown of the head, for the sternum, even the chin slightly lifted, but not exaggerated. As you just move from an energetic state of doing everything all day, running around, doing different things, to just being. Coming into a state of being for a little over an hour for your yoga practice. Starting with quiet sitting, settling down, quietening down. And draw your hands together at your heart. And maybe you'd like to set an intention for your practice. Doesn't have to be anything complicated or difficult. It could be that you just wish to have more space in your body, or more time in your life. Something you wish to invite into your life, or maybe your intention is something you'd like to let go. You'd like to let go of something. You can drop your hands and open your eyes and make sure you have some water close by. Make sure your room is well ventilated, no obstacles. And tonight's practice is going to be particularly slow and gentle. That's the energy that I feel we need tonight. I don't know why. It's it's been a sort of a bit of a busy weekend in one way or another. And we just need to sometimes take a moment. Maybe it's the end of a busy day. Monday is the start of the working week for lots of people. I've just been for a walk. And even though shops are opening up and the road seems quite busy and people are about their duties, there's still this air, I can't quite put my finger on it, but this air of uncertainty, and maybe that everything is not quite gone back to normal. I mean, there's some activity, but there's still far fewer people on the streets than pre-COVID-19, that's for sure. And my own personal uncertainty, you know, when things are a little bit unpredictable, it's not so much about the future. I don't tend to dwell too much on the future in that way, but my uncertainty is, what am I allowed to do? It's practical uncertainties, because that is such a dynamic, changing world at the moment. Everything, you know, you think you get to understand one rule and then there's another rule. So when I walk out to go for my walk or whatever, I'm always thinking, oh, am I doing the right thing? I haven't started wearing a mask yet, so probably that'll be the next thing I need to do. I wear one in shops, but I don't wear one walking around. So let's get on with our practice. Yes, let's get on with our practice. And hopefully you can see me clearly. I've kind of changed. I only have one room that I can operate in, besides my bedroom. So I kind of change things around sometimes to think, you know, see if it's a better way of working. And I'm not always sure I change it for the better, but bear with me. So we're going to come into just a nice Shashangasana, rabbit pose it is called in my tradition, but I know a lot of people call it child pose, so I don't mind referring to child pose. So we're just going to come into child pose, and don't worry if the bottom can't get to the heel straight away. So just breathing in, lift up the chest, and breathing out. It can be quite nice if you just let the weight sink back and allow the elbows to come down first. Yeah, so you're not overextending the shoulders or anything. And just maybe wiggle a little bit in your seat. And breathe in. I just want you to feel as though you have a sense of pulling the mat towards you and drawing the chest forward. So you're breathing in. Nose is quite low to the floor. You're breathing in and just coming back down. And I'd like you to take 6 breaths, you know, a length of 6 for the in-breath, a length of 6 for the out-breath. We're really slowing the whole system down as we work tonight. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looking forward, pause and breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do this at least 3 more times, please. Breathing in, drawing up, opening the collarbones, and pausing. No need to rush, and breathing out. It's just a transfer of weight. Then the elbows come down, so you're very slow with it, and the head can come down and the belly comes back. Breathing in, drag the hands towards you. They don't actually move, but it gives a sensation to the shoulders. Bring the collarbones forward. Don't think about sticking the butt in the air too much. Just open up the collarbones. Heart forward, breathing out, belly back, but don't round. Don't need to round up like the cat pose. Just bring the belly back. Then the elbows come down. We're going to do it twice more. Breathing in, drawing the mat towards you, coming up, you can look forward, breathing out, belly back. Don't worry about hunching over or arching. And I actually feel we could do it one more time. Breathing in, come forward, drawing this chest forward, using the whole spine. And breathing out. Not too much of an arch, it's more of a belly pull. The back will arch a little bit, so don't worry about that. And then bring the arms out, stretch. Head can come down. Just lengthen, but be relaxed around the shoulders. Don't over extend the arms. And come up onto the fingertips with a nice active child pose. Keeping the belly back. Just see if you can draw the hands over to the left, right hand on top. Just a nice stretch for this right side body. Really deep stretch. And breathing in. Come around to the other side. Left hand on top. And stretch, a really nice stretch. Give your body time, yeah, don't rush it. And coming back through to the front. One more time, maybe you just want to come onto the fingertips to give a little bit of stretch to the armpits, the shoulders. A bit more activity. Let go. And you can come back up onto your knees and just pause there for a moment. It's quite muggy today, isn't it? Quite humid. So, as you're sitting up on your knees, your bottom is on your heels. We're just going to do a couple of stretches up and down. I want you to feel that the shins and the knees are quite securely on the floor, and so are the sort of backs, you know, I think you call it the arch, you know, or is it the instep? I never sure. The top of the foot is pressing down. So breathing in, come up. And breathing out, pull the tummy back as you just stretch forward. Just pull the tummy back and bring the arms down. Breathing in, up you come. Stretch and breathing out. You come back and one hand can come on top of the other. We'll do 3 more of these. Breathing in, fill up and lengthen. Breathing out here, pull back, so you're really pulling the belly back. And bring the arms down. 2 more. Breathing in, up, straight line, stretch up. Breathing out. Coming down. Last one up. And last one down. See if you can get used to contracting the belly gradually. Will make a difference. Hands to the heels. Just release. Let the head come all the way down if you can. And come back up. I'm just going to take off my socks. So, from the kneeling position, I'd like to do that again with a slight difference. We're going to do a little bit further, go a bit further with our work. Breathing in, reach up with the right arm, reach back with the left. Now, you can tuck the toes. Maybe they touch the heel. Try and keep the hips forward. And breathing out, come down. Using your core as you come down to stabilize the lower back. Breathing in, come up. Left arm is up stretching. You can tuck your toes. Right arm comes to the heel. This time, breathe in and come up. And bring the left arm, left hand to the left hip and stretch over. You can still be on your toes. This is going to challenge your balance. So I want this to happen. So I want you to push your hips forward, squeeze your thighs, squeeze the belly in, challenge your balance. You can also feel the work in the ankle. Breathing in here and come back down. Right hand on the right hip, breathing in, reach up and breathing out. Please challenge the balance by being on your toes, squeeze the thighs. You'll feel it in the quads, also in the side body. Keep the hips forward, breathing in, come up, flat the feet, come down. This time we're sort of working on our Ustrasana, our camel pose. So it's a slight back bend, but it's also a chest opener, okay? Which is really nice. We don't often have a chance in everyday life to open this front body. So we're going to breathe in, come up, tuck the toes. You're going to drop the left arm. Now it might only come to the hip, might be too much for you to come here, so be sensible, okay, be sensible. So hips forward over the knees, arm comes back, you can look up or back, stretch here, stretch, hips forward, breathe in and come up. Left arm, breathe in here, breathe out, push forward with the hips, you can look up or back. Breathe in to come up. Now some of you might want to flat the feet here. You might get back a little bit further. Up to you what you do. Breathing in, right arm. Breathing out, left hand down. It's a little bit more of a back end. Maybe the arm comes back. Stretch. Breathing in to come up. In to come up. Stretching up. Don't completely collapse the back, use the hips, the strength of the legs. Breathe in here, left arm. And push the hips forward. Push them forward, stretch them. Maybe the arm comes a bit further back. Breathe in and come back. I'd like you to take Anahata Asana, okay? Melting heart or Balasana in some traditions. All these names can be a bit confusing, but don't worry, go with the flow. See if you can get your chest to the floor while the bottom stays more or less over the knees, the hips over the knees. Maybe your cheek can go to one side or the other, or the chin or the forehead, whichever feels more comfortable. See if you can keep the bottom high. Bend the elbows if it's hurting the shoulders, keep them bent. If you feel you want a longer stretch, you can straighten the arms. Breathe in here and come back. We're doing quite a bit on the knees, just sitting up. Nice straight spine in Vajrasana. Maybe we can bring the hands behind this time. Behind onto the toes or just in front of the toes. Yeah, and if you have sore knees, this might not be the best posture for you, so don't do it. Yeah, come back up into kneeling. Okay, so breathing in here. Lift up the bottom if you can, pressing the knees down, head comes back. Don't worry if the belly lifts, breathing out, pull the belly back. And just do it twice more to stretch in this way. Breathing in, lift up, breathing out. It doesn't have to be far, it's a couple of inches, if that. And the last time, breathing in, lift up, look back, lift up, lift, push the hands into the floor, and back. And come to child pose. Just stretch it out. Really nice stretch for the back. And come back up to kneeling. we're going to stand up from here. Okay, so a nice way to stand up is come into all fours. Bring your knees under your hips. Press in through the fingers and the palms, making sure you have a nice firm foundation. Rotate the arms in slightly, the upper arms in. So triceps are rotating in. So biceps are facing forward. Like you have 2 eggs under your armpits, yeah? So tuck the toes. Breathe in here, look forward. Breathe out, lift your knees and bring them back. I'm going to do that a few times just to stretch out and pedal the legs. Let the head drop down, but bend the knees deeply. You don't need to be straight. Pedaling them out. Breathe in here as you come over the toes into a high plank, pressing through the hands, lifting the shoulders up, head forward. Breathe out, bend the knees, and soften back into child pose. This is about linking the breath with slow, mindful movement. Okay, so we're going to see if we can really lengthen the breath as we move forward. Breathing in, up the toes, breathing out. Now a few breaths here. Breathing in and wash it out. Bend the knees if you like. Breathing in and from the abdomen. Breathing in. Breathe in, rock forward. Really come forward, press through the hands so that you're really having some nice rebound for the spine. Don't sink into the shoulders. Drop the knees, soften the feet, and come back. Child pose. Bring your hands to face up. And rotate the wrists, making sure that you don't get too much tension and pressure into the wrists, and wiggle your fingers, and again, nice long arms. Look forward, pull forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees, breathe out from the palms and the fingers to the tailbone. Really press through the fingers as though you're pushing the mat away. So you're not pushing down, you're pushing away. Head comes to look through the legs. Bottom is high. See if you can flatten the back. So you need to rotate those arms so that you're not pushing into the shoulders too much. And you can just then bring the hands back. Keep the legs straight if you like, or bend them, it's up to you. Just come into the frame a little bit better. And you can bend the knees slightly and let the arms dangle. Let's do a little dangle. So maybe you can hold opposite elbows, bend the knees, maybe you want to swing from side to side, just allowing a little bit of space, a little bit of release for the back. Let the breath recover. And breathe in and uncurl. Just uncurl for now. Okay? And shake out the legs. Shake out the arms. And just take a sip of water. Have I got water? I've got tea, I think. Take a sip. Keep hydrated. So we're going to come up and down on the toes. This is very much a practice in the style of Vini Yoga. Vini Yoga is the yoga of Krishnamacharya and Desikacha. And it concentrates on it concentrates very much on a practice for the individual, which all yoga, tends to be, but sometimes we go for one size fits all. But Vini Yoga is much about a breath-centric practice. It's very much the movement is accommodated around the breath, and it's about the individual's needs. So we're slowing things down tonight. Hopefully we can accommodate your needs. And if there's something that doesn't feel right, just don't do it, come to rest. It's always going to be accessible with me. So pressing the feet into the floor, making sure you are spreading your weight between the toes, the soles of the feet, the heels. You're not too forward and you're not too far back, so that your center of gravity has the best chance of aligning and keeping you balanced and straight. Pressing the feet into the floor, you can feel the belly tighten, maybe the thighs as well as the bottom and the sides, everything smooths up. And you're just going to raise the arms. We're using the breath, breathing in, breathing out. That's all we're doing. But it's got to be slow. Don't have to use too much of the shoulders. Breathing in. When I say don't use them, I mean don't lift them up. Breathing out. It's about a count of 6. So when you breathe in, you fill up, and when you breathe out, you bring the belly back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pull the belly back. Breathing in. And breathing out. It's about the count of 6. Sometimes you can do the count of 8, but for tonight we're thinking of the count of 6. And just shake out your hands and legs. So this time we're going to come up and down on the toes. Just challenging our balance and strengthening the feet and strengthening the ankles and strengthening the calves actually. So as you breathe in and lift up. Stretch. Breathe out. Belly comes back. Arms come down. And the feet and the hands land at the same time. Okay? So breathing in. And breathing out. Belly comes back. You have 1 point concentration. It's very calming for the nervous system. Breathing in. Slowly rise. Go to your optimum height. Then you breathe out slowly. Controlling everything. Just do another 2 like that. Breathing in. This kind of practice helps your introspection. It helps the practice to sink in and calm your nervous system. Helps to create, we'll do one more, okay? Neural pathways, helps everything to become balanced. It's almost like working through water, And breathing out. And just come into Samasiddhi, the observation pose. Feet a little wider. Open up the arms. Make sure you're stable and steady, and close the eyes and notice. Just notice the tingling, the sensations, how your body feels, how your mind feels, the quality of the breath. Slow, mindful yoga has its own intrinsic value. It's not a lesser yoga to fast, active, Ashtanga, Vinyasa, or those yogas, which are fine. Nothing wrong in them. But this has a different quality, and some people need this, some people need the other. That's why I do a quieter one on a Monday and a more active on a Thursday. But I still always work slowly. Slowly allows the brain and the body to learn, accommodate, and actually imbibe the practices. So this time, we breathe in, we come up. We breathe out, we stay up. Pulling the belly back to make us stable. Breathe in, we reach higher. Breathe out, you pull the belly back. Breathe in, we reach even higher. Breathe out. Pull it back. Let's do one more. Breathing in, up, practically on your toenails. And breathe out slowly, allowing the belly to come back and support your back. Good. Beautiful. And shake up the legs, and shake up the hands, and shake up the arms. Shake everything, just getting rid of any tension, lethargy. It's been a bit of a blur day here, you know, and you get into those kinds of stuck ways of thinking. So shake it out, shake, 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 shake. Shake it out. So good to shake, honestly. People might think you're going crazy, but don't worry. Go into your own private space. Shake it out. It's better than doing nothing. Good. We're going to just do one more on the toes. And I'd like us to use our hands in this way, where we press out. Yeah? So what we're going to do, we're going to press out and up as we rise. Rise up as high as we can. Stay there. Come to the right. Breathe out so you can keep your balance. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out to the left. Push through those arms. Stay on your balance. This is Tadasana, palm tree. Okay, breathing in, come up. Breathing out all the way down. But again, hold on to those heels until the arms. There you go. This will be really good practice for your standing balances that we like to do. We're doing that twice more. So breathing in, up you come. Breathing out. Keep the belly in. Keep it in. Breathe in, come up. Still on your toes. Come on, push up. Breathe out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe in. And all the way down. Lovely. That feels good. We're just doing one more set of those. So land. Bring the hands together. Press the arms away. Breathe in. Tall as you can. Up on tippy toes. Breathe out. Bring that belly back and stretch the arms away. Stretch. Breathe in. And the other side. Breathing out as you stretch. Helping your balance. It's a really good practices to help avoid things in aging, like lack of balance, you know, and we fall over a bit more, osteoporosis, all those yummy things that can await us, but not necessarily so. If we take responsibility and accountable for our own health, shake it out. We're going to do some nice forward folds with a very, very nice long extended back. We did some of this in the chair work the other day, so I'm going to take that a little bit further. Now this can build heat, so make sure that you have some water nearby. So just standing with the feet hip distance apart. Really nice, firm stance. And you'll find that if you push your feet down, you don't lock your knees. Okay? So try not to hyperextend the knees. Almost draw the shins forward a little bit, which can be good. Breathing in here, lift the arms. Breathing out, soften the knees. So if you soften them, it doesn't feel like it's such an effort. Stretch forward, and then all the way down. You can keep the knees bent or you can straighten the legs. Depends on how you feel and how your back is today. I'm going to have a micro bend on mine to come up. Breathing in, stretching it out, and breathing out. So there's 2 whole cycles of breath there, okay? we have breathing in. Bend the knees if you like. Now breathe out. Pull the belly back and forward first, like someone's pulling you. This is your out breath. There's not another in breath yet. Breathing in, lean forward, all the way up, and out. We're doing 4 more. So bend the knees if you're finding it challenging. Breathing in. Count of 6. Breathing out. Belly goes back to protect the back. All the way down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Strong, slow work. Breathing in. Soften those knees. Extend all the way from cervical to lumbar, all the way forward so that there's space for your back. Breathing in to come up. You can bend the knees deeply or subtly. I'm just going to give you 2 more. So it's breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, forward, forward, forward. 3, and belly back, 2, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release the pressure on the feet. Shake them out. Shake it out. And face the front. And some side body. So you will feel that builds some heat. It's quite hard work, especially if you're coming up and down just on the count of 6. The important thing is that you lengthen through the whole spine, from the lumbar all the way up to the cervical spine and the neck. And the crown, you know, you can keep coming forward, so it's not looking up or looking down too much. So some nice side work, please. We did some earlier just now when we're on our toes. This is without the toes, okay? So flat feet. Bring your left hand to your left hip, or it can come lower down. I want you to breathe in, lengthen, and then breathe out. Come as low as you can. The left hand, stretch. Keep both feet engaged. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe in and up. Other side, breathe in and breathe out. And really see if you can make that crescent moon stretch. Maybe the right hand almost comes to your calf. Belly is back. And all the way up. I'm going to do a little twist. So, feet on the floor. Breathing in, arms come up. Breathing out, twist the ribs to the right. Okay, so you're twisting your spine. Think about the ribs. Breathing in, palms up. Breathing out. I'm using Ujjayi breath, little ocean breath. Constrict the throat if you want to practice it. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Breathing in here. Stretch up and out. Good. Just a few rotations of the shoulders, forward and back, just loosening everything out, shaking it out. I want you to bend your right knee. So bend the right knee, but the left foot and the left knee stay straight, yeah? If it can. But don't hyperextend it. Place the foot really firmly on the floor. I want you to breathe in with the right arm and breathe out. Bring the belly back as you reach forward. You're reaching forward before you bring the hand towards the outside of your left ankle. Now, you can bring the left hand behind like this so that you open out the shoulder. Really open out the shoulder. Now, if you feel this is okay, open out the arm and look up. We're practicing like a Trikonasana. Yeah. Keep breathing. Breathing out, you come down. Bend both knees. You come up. And out. Everything with the breath. Every single movement with the breath. Bend your left knee. It's when we do revolve Trikonasana when we're standing. So this kind of helps us build up to that pose, because that pose can be quite challenging. So bend your left knee and soften it. You know, feel as though there's a nice bit of room in your knee. It doesn't have to be kind of, I'm holding it there and it's going to be rigid. Press the foot into the floor. Left arm comes up. Now breathe out and pull the tummy back. As you come forward, and the arm comes to the outside of the right ankle. And then see if you can rotate the shoulder round to bring the right hand back, so that you open up the shoulder and the chest, because this is the posture, it's not here. Opening up the shoulder, and then up you come with the arm, if that's appropriate for you. Keep pressing the feet into the floor. A couple of breaths here, breathing in. As you breathe out, pull tummy back. And your twist is deeper. Breathing in. And twist. Breathe in here. Breathe out, drop it. Bend the knees deeply, 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 butt back. Breathe in. Come to chair pose. Come on, sit down as though you're on a chair. So not too high, and then breathing in again. And let it go. Good, good. Hopefully you feel warm now. I do. But we are keeping it slow, and it's slow. I don't like to say the word gentle too much, even though sometimes we do gentle yoga, because gentle makes it sound like, oh, it's not strong. And it is strong. It's just not fast. Okay, so where did I write on my plan what we're going to do now? Okay, we're going to come to the floor actually. So let's do that. You can come down with a squat if you like to, if that's what you like to do. I'm not a brilliant squatter because of my knee, but I'll give it a go. Okay? Or you can come down, first of all, into Marasana, you know, mountain pose, and do it like that. Up to you. So I'm going to just bring my hands like sumo warrior. Breathe in. And I'm going to drop all the way down. Okay, so I need to have my heels off the floor. And that's fine. Sometimes I put something underneath them. So see if you can get the knees going in the right direction of the feet, so the feet are not curling in. Sometimes people manage to do it, but they curl their feet in. And that's not good for your hips. They go on the inside of their foot. Just stretch here. And you can just find your way down into a lying down position, please. We're not completely relaxing yet, but we need to be on the floor. And just find yourself on the floor, on your back. And just take a moment for the body to get accustomed to being on the back. So nice. Just let the body be long. Just observe how you feel for a moment actually. So observe where the lower back is. Observe how the hips feel. The shoulders. Just notice what's going on from your practice. Okay, so we're going to carry on with our kind of breath-centric work. So making sure that the back is as in touch with the floor as it can be. So as you breathe in, you can feel the abdominal, the abdomen rise. And as you breathe out, see if you can contract the abdomen so that the lower back is in touch with the floor. But try not to rock the pelvis too much, so let's do it a few times together. Breathing in, fill up. And breathing out. Just contracting the abdomen is enough. Yes, to make it feel flatter. We try one more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. So we're going to breathe in here and bring our knees in. Just see if we can feel comfortable on the lower back by rocking back and forth a little. Maybe we do some nice circles. One way, circles the other way. Just easing things up. Now allowing our body to become accustomed to the messages we give it instead of rushing the body. Nothing wrong with slowing things down when it's appropriate. So our knees are in, our arms are along the body, and we're going to breathe in and lift the feet to the sky. Okay, and breathing out, we're going to curl them back in and see if we can get the knees a bit closer to the chest, and you're just really contracting your tummy. Yeah, you're using your core. Breathing in, stretch, especially through the back of the legs. Breathing out. Breathing out, you can contract your belly. Last time like this, breathing in. Stretch the backs of the legs. Feel it in the core slightly. It's not too bad, but you can feel it. Breathing out. Good. Place your hands on your knees. Just gently on the knees so that the knees don't drop away. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Belly goes back, knees come in. As high up as you can get them. Breathing in, let them drop away, let them lengthen the arms. Breathing out. Let the belly go back. One more time like this. Breathing in. And breathing out. Give yourself a really nice hug. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Just lifting up a bit. Squeezing your knees towards your belly. Giving yourself a nice... So all the breath is going out. Yes. No breath left. Okay. So this time, okay, so put your feet on the floor. Give yourself a little rest. Maybe bring the feet to the wide part of the mat and allow the knees to just do a little windscreen, just to, we've done a lot of work on the quads and the legs and up and down, so just giving them a nice freedom, little bit of freedom. Bring the knees in again. So this time, what we're going to do, to just make it a bit more challenging for the core, is we're going to have the feet on the floor, arms along the floor, then breathe in, legs come up, hands come up, arms come up rather, hands as well, point back, then breathing out, and the feet touch down. Now keep the lower back on the floor. It tends to rock off here if you put the feet down, because it's using the belly. Breathe in, breathing out. Breathe in. And breathing out. And just let the feet fall on the floor a moment. Now let's test what the hips are like. If you bring your left foot in quite close, yeah, so it's not so wide, then stretch the right leg up and cross over. The right leg is going up and is crossing over the left. Now we haven't particularly done any hip work, so take it easy, okay? Now this might be enough for you, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to twist to the left. Now some people put their foot behind the left. It doesn't have to be like that. It's up to you to do what feels good for you. So breathing in here, I am twisting to my left and my eyes are going to look towards the right. So, you know, if you can get your right foot behind your left, that's fine. But if not, don't worry. You can, you know, sometimes hurt your toe to do that. So you're just twisting the pelvis over towards the left. And breathing in, bring it back. And hook the leg and down. And let's just bring the knees in. Good. We try the other side, and it can feel very different one side to the other. So don't beat yourself up if one side is a bit, you know, stickier than the other. Breathing in, straighten up the left leg and cross it over the right. And my is it's just about going behind, but it doesn't matter. This is like the Garanasana, you know, the eagle legs. But we're not balancing, we're doing it on the floor. We will actually do that. I haven't done that for a while. We'll do that Thursday maybe. Breathing in here. And breathing out. Bring it over. You can, if you like, put the right hand onto the left knee, but don't pull it. And you're looking towards the left shoulder on the floor. Just a nice stretch for the hips. Couple of breaths. The more you pull the belly back on the exhale, the more you'll twist. Breathe in here. Bring both up and stretch out the left leg. And bring both knees in, and maybe do this little kind of wide knee thing, which can be nice, really nice. So this time we're going to do something slightly different. You will have done this supine twist before, but we're going to do something slightly different with it. So nice long legs. Then please draw up your right knee. And maybe bring your right arm out. You can park the right toes near the left thigh or the left knee. Breathe in here. And bring the knee over towards the left without lifting this shoulder if you can. Then I want you to bend the bottom knee. So you're bending the left knee. Then I want you to bring the right knee over. Now, I don't want you to completely roll over. I want you to stay more or less intact with the floor. So, yeah, now you'll feel a deeper stretch in the right hip. Now, every time you breathe in, feel like you're lengthening. And every time you breathe out, contract your belly. The right knee may not get to the floor, mine doesn't. If I lift up my right shoulder it will, but I don't want to do that. So it's a bit of a deep stretch for the hip. Breathe in and come back. And again, let's just make sure hips are nice and happy. You know, give them a little bit of motion is lotion love. Can't feel so yummy on the hips to do this. Always trying to do something slightly different. Go slightly deeper, but not in an aggressive way. So, right leg is long. Let it feel long. Hopefully it does feel long now. Left knee is coming up, so you put your hand on the top. You don't push it, you're just guiding it. My left toes are behind my right knee slightly. My left arm is out. My shoulders are engaged with the floor. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Left knee coming towards the right floor. But don't let it get there a minute. Don't let it get there. We'll take another breath in and lengthen. And a breath out and pull the belly back so that you can twist more. It's not about rolling over. Now bend the bottom knee, so bending the right knee. I'm going to see if I can twist even more with my left knee over, coming towards the floor but maybe not getting there. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming closer. A few more times. The more you bring the belly back, the more room you make. Breathing in.
And this is where your fire is, yeah? Your Manipura chakra, your solar plexus. This is where your Agni is. Fire. Breathing in. Fire in your belly. And bring those knees up. And we're going to do this little wide knee thing. And it should all feel pretty good. Feels quite good to me. And there was one other thing I wanted to do. So look, okay. I want you to straighten up your left leg. Bring your right knee in as much as you can. Right up to the chest, right up to the armpit. And I don't have a belt with me close by, but you don't need a belt. I just want to see if you can stretch up the right leg as much as you can. Maybe the hand reaches the foot, maybe it comes behind. Wherever you feel, just see where you can go with it without straining the arms, without straining the shoulders. Just lengthening up. The leg is coming towards you. It's not straight over the hip. It's coming towards you. If you feel you want to, you can hold the back of the leg. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, draw the leg towards you. So you do it in stages. Don't pull the leg, obviously. Maybe the knee is straight, maybe it's not. Breathe in here. Breathe out, pull back. Making space for the leg. And one last time. Breathing in. And breathing out, contracting the belly so that you have room for your leg. And bring the leg back down. And just roll your head from side to side so you don't carry any tension there. No storing up any tension. So you breathe into the right, out to the left, into the right, out to the left. Just making sure everything feels really easy and that there's a lot of space there. So the other side. Now, if it suits you better, you can bend the right knee and place the foot on the floor before you raise the left leg. It's up to you, whatever feels good for you. So I'm going to bring my left knee in first and really squeeze it up towards my armpit, making sure my hip feels happy. We need to have happy hips. We give them a lot of grief sometimes, our hips. And then, whichever way you catch your leg, behind the knee, behind the thigh, on the foot, just stretching it up. And just allow yourself to be there for a moment. One leg is going one way, one is going the other. Feel it in the back of the legs, back of the calves, maybe the hamstring. Don't strain your groin, don't do too much. If the groin is feeling the strain, then bend the right knee and support the groin. So I'm going to catch my heel, I'm going to breathe in, raise my head, and I'm going to breathe out and just allow space. So I'm not pulling at all. On my exhalation, my belly dropping back allows space. So breathing in here, breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Good. And you can bring the leg down. We're going to finish the practice now with something called Kaya Kriya, which will really relax the body for your Shavasana. Kaya Kriya, so beautiful. So just lying down in a straight line, let the feet roll out from the center, let the arms roll away so that the palms are facing up. And just rest for a moment. I want you to take your focus to your feet and your legs. And as the feet are rolled away, I want you to breathe in and bring the toes together. So they're rolling in. Thighs are rolling in, knees are rolling in. Breathe out, let them drop away. So they need to be wide enough so that they can come together and go apart. So they're coming out like a bit like Charlie Chaplin, but without flexion. Don't need to flex them. So they're apart to start with. So breathe in, roll them in. You can feel it in the hips. Breathing out, let them go back. Breathing in, roll them in. Breathing out, let the feet go back. That's 3 times. Now let's take your attention to your arms. So just let the arms be alongside your body. Maybe the palms are facing down now for this Kriya. Kriya means movement with breath. As you breathe in, you're going to roll the arms away, and as you breathe out, you're going to bring them back. So breathing in, roll them away. Breathing out, bring them back. Breathing in, just the arms, roll them away. Breathing out, bring them back. Last time here, breathing in, roll them away. Breathing out, bring them back. This time it's the head. So, breathing in, you turn the head to the right. You just let it roll, let the skull roll. Breathing in, skull rolls to the right. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, to the right. Breathing out to the left. Breathe in, right. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, right. Breathe out, left. Let the head come back to the center. You're going to join up all of those 3. Don't worry if you don't get it straight away, it's fine. So the feet roll in as the arms roll out and your head comes to the right. Okay? So start with the feet, not totally wide apart, but they're rolling away from the center line. Arms are just alongside the body, in whichever shape suits you. Because when you roll them away, it can feel a bit strange. Okay, so just be comfortable. So, breathing in, feet together, head to the right, arms out. Breathing out, arms in, feet out, head to the left. Breathing in, feet in, arms out. Head right, breathe out. Arms in, feet out, head left. And just let it happen, not to think about it too much. And out. And back to center. Keeps the mind totally focused. Brings it into a state of peace and relaxation. You are now taking up your Shavasana for your relaxation. So let the body feel heavy on the floor. Completely relax, let go of any practice. Just remain conscious and just gently alert. So you are conscious, you are here, you are present, but you are in deep relaxation.
enjoy your time. As you are lying there, I'm just going to chant gently. Om Mani Padme Om, beautiful Tibetan chant. Not too loudly, not too strongly or fiercely. Om Mani Padme Om, 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 Om Mani Padme Om. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, please draw the knees to the chest with the next inhalation. Give yourself a little hug. A little squeeze. And please roll over onto your right side. And gently, calmly come to a seated position for us to close our session tonight. Maybe you can rub your hands together, create some heat. Just gently place the fingertips, the hands over the eyes. And as the fingertips just, the fingers open a little bit, just peeking through and letting the light in. Good. Bow your heads to your fingers. Maybe you can revisit that intention that you might have had, your sankalpa, your promise to yourself. Just try your very best to maintain the equilibrium of your practice for the rest of the evening. And I hope you have good night's sleep. And I'll be here on the mat teaching pranayama tomorrow, and hopefully see you then. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Be good if you could have an early night after tonight's practice was definitely dedicated to calming the nervous system down. So hopefully no horror movies. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.